Hello, lost and found. Welcome to Testimony Tuesday, part 3. This will be the last and final part for this little series. But it's always so encouraging to get the opportunity to share the testimonies of where God really moved in our lives. It's encouraging for ourselves and it's encouraging for others. Because if God did it for me, for someone else, He'll do it for us. He'll do it for us all. He has no favorites. So we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So I'm excited today. So I'm squeezing in 3 today from last year. And this will round out just about the last little bit of my journey, I guess we'll call it. Okay, so we'll start with Oklahoma City. So at the time I had a prayer partner, and going in, we were, pressing into God and interceding and finding out where and what He wanted in Oklahoma City. And we both had confirmation there was a woman there that I was supposed to meet. So that was, of course, highlighted in my head. Okay, so, I'm going about my regular business. I was at Walmart. I was starting a juice fast, so I had to go get stocked up on juice. So as I'm in there just rolling through, a lady says to me, "Oh, what's that green stuff?" Being funny, I said, it's juice. I'm doing a juice fast. She says, "You are? For what?" I said, spiritual reasons. She said, "Oh, okay, what's your name? I'll pray for you." So I told her, and then I just, went about my business. But I was kind of like in the back of my head as I was shopping, like, she's someone I should have talked to a little longer. She seemed highlighted. Was that the woman you wanted me to meet? But not quite sure, and just kind of focused on, get in and out of shopping, which we really should always be open to what the Spirit is doing. But we do get human and get in those places where we just want to shop, get in, get out. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. So now I'm going down the aisle, and it's just me and Chloe down this aisle, nobody else. And up in front of me, I see, boom, like things just shoot off the shelf in the grocery aisle. And I'm going, did I see that? I'm like, and then Chloe wasn't looking, so she didn't say she saw it. I saw it, and there was no one there, but I had to pick it up and put it. And I was still so, just kind of not paying attention, just wanting to get what I was getting and get out, that this should have been a big enough sign, okay? So then, now, just in the back of my head, it's like, okay, I said, if I see that woman again, I will start a bigger conversation with her, because I felt the pull on me enough. So I didn't see her again. So now we're getting ready to leave, and we're going to the bathroom, and right behind me, how they have the checkouts in front of the bathrooms at Walmart. So I'm waiting for Chloe to get out of the bathroom, and she comes out, and then again, another shelf. The line was closed. Boom, things just fly off the shelf, and Chloe saw it this time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, God is speaking. There is something I need to pay attention to here. So I said, all right, if I see her again, I know it's you. I had everything I needed besides frozen broccoli. So I go to the frozen food section, and who is right there? Oh, the lady. So I started a conversation with her. Now I gathered she was a Christian because she said she'd pray for me. So I just started a conversation about where she went to church because Easter was coming up. And then from there, she was going to let us go. I said, okay, nice talking to you. And she said, oh my gosh, wait a minute. God is convicting me. She said, you're staying at a motel, and my husband and I have a guest bedroom, and they were retired, and they wanted someone to come and stay and help them. Her husband was sick and whatever, but okay. So from there is where I stayed then on a ranch in Oklahoma City for the time that we were there. And it was awesome. It happened. It was so lined up by God. Right next door to, it was Susie and Frank, were their neighbors, and they had a daughter the exact same age as Chloe, named Chloe. So they were playmates, and it was summer, so we did like Bible vacation Bible school there. And it was just it was like, God knew. And it was a good breather because I had been, going. I got to kind of breathe on the ranch and what have ya. So that's story 1. Now, story 2. And story 2 leads to story 3. And I almost think that story 2 was just for story 3. So we're in San Diego. And we are like, boom, out of money, down to like the nitty gritty. And I'm like, okay, God, what do we do? What do you want me to do tomorrow? He said, go to Chula Vista, which is a town outside of the city. It would kind of be like a suburb of San Diego. And that was my direction. So, okay. So I pack up all of our luggage, right? We're out of money, where the hotel stay is over. And the only place I had money for was McDonald's. And we got there like early, like, so we checked out, I don't know, about 1 p.m., right? So we're there, and as we're there, I'm praying, I'm pressing in, and I'm doing my homeschool and trying to keep, Chloe focused and just really staying in faith and really being expectant. I didn't know what he was going to do. But as I was praying, he kept saying, by the time the end of the night, when this closes, you will have your answer. So that's what I'm going on. So, I'm trying just to stay in faith, not freak out, stay busy. I'm in a McDonald's for this time. And so sure enough, it's getting late. Like, they're ready to close down the store. And if God doesn't come through, I'm in trouble. And don't you know, we met one other family in San Diego, and she just happens to call. You have been on my heart so heavy. She said, what's going on? And I told her, and she used her hotel points and got Chloe and I a room for the next 3 days. So see, it was the 11th hour blessing. And there, he was showing me, just if he tells me something and I do it and have faith, he will always come through when he says he will. Which brings me to Florida. So Florida, I told you a lot about this. So it was a similar situation. I went to the fire hall of my stepbrother. Well, he wasn't there. And he was not answering his phone. And nobody knew why. So they're like, well, what do you want to do? I said, well, what's around here? McDonald's. Like light bulbs went off in my head. I said, okay, well, we'll go there and we'll just wait for him to get a hold of us. So it was right around the same time, like 12 noon, 1 o'clock, right? So we're in the McDonald's. It was like, okay, God, I know what you're doing here. So I didn't freak out because I knew that if he did it before, he's going to do it again. So he spoke to me very clearly. He said, you'll know something by 8 o'clock. So, I'm waiting, staying in faith, the same thing, keeping Chloe occupied and busy. And 7:59, the fire trucks come rolling up in front of McDonald's. They come in the McDonald's, they give all the kids little fire hats, and they come and rescue Chloe and I. It was like God's rescuing me, and he was right on time. My stepbrother was actually camping, so he didn't get back to us because he didn't have his phone on until that time. So God is so good. A lot of times it's not on our time, but it's his time. And when he says something, he's going to do it. And he will show you, just like that, with tangible experiences that you could draw upon. So you know when you're ever in a situation again where it doesn't look like it's going to work out, you know that God did it once and he'll do it again. And if he did it for me, he'll do it for you. He is our provider, our everything, our all in all, and he's true. What he says is true. So I hope that this series encouraged you. God is so good. Share your testimonies in the comments. Everybody gets encouraged by miraculous moves of God, big and small. Be blessed.